All right, there we go.
Nice.
All right, welcome back to the Blotter Podcast. Jimbo here with my fellow Stooges, Timmy and Trey.
Yes, I need the damn shave, son.
We're back for episode 2. And we had so much fun with our Van Halen episode last week, we decided to do it again this week, but this time with
That's right.
the legendary band Lynyrd Skynyrd.
Mm-hmm.
So, we
Confetti.
got there you go. We got our top 3 favorite albums and our top 5 favorite songs. Now, before we get into anything crazy, y'all have anything you want to say?
Check out the new blotter picks.
Blotter picks.
I didn't even know this came in until just now.
Today.
Beautiful. I love it.
What's up? Hey,
In gold, because fuck yeah. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
oh man.
Everybody ready for this
Speaking
cold
of-
weather?
Speaking of the Van Halen stuff, that's what I was gonna say. I've gotten some text messages and some conversations about things we should have mentioned in there. Like our buddy Morgan, he actually texted me and said, "I can't believe y'all didn't include Stay Frosty in there as at least an honorable mention." And I told him, I said I couldn't remember. I thought that Jimbo or Timmy said something about it, but I'm not sure. I was like, dang, that's a good one, But,
Morgan loves him some Stay Frosty.
Yeah, right. And then my dad was talking about. He's like, dude, it was Ice Cream Man, I believe he was talking about. He's like, man, I can't believe none of y'all didn't say that. And I'm like, hey, man, that's the whole point of this, to get everybody fired up on
Justin was.
This is just our top 5 and stuff, top 3, top 5.
We made Justin's whole year by comparing him to Gary Sharon. He was so happy. He texted me afterwards.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's what's up. I talked to him today. Matter of fact, that's what's up.
Good old Justin. We'll have him.
I'm glad he loved it.
One of these days.
Yeah, we were talking about that. Yeah, well, we got one in mind. We're gonna do a special guest of Justin. Definitely. Talking to him. I was talking to him about that today.
Yeah. And not just the Beatles, Justin.
He was all. Yeah, maybe
we'll include
I was
you in
thinking
other stuff.
Yeah. Hey, I was thinking about some Zeppelin stuff.
Oh yeah.
That's what. But he definitely said, he's like, and if y'all do Beatles,
Oh yeah, he's the Beatle guru.
Oh, he'll be the first one we call.
God.
But I'm ready to talk some Skynyrd.
Yeah. Anyway, now we got that bullshit out the way.
Yeah.
Let's talk about
jump
into
about
some Skynyrd.
the Mississippi kid who's from
There you
Jacksonville,
go.
Florida. You know what I mean? Ain't that something?
Well, who
All
wants to
right.
go first?
So I was gonna say last week I went first for the albums. Do one of y'all want to go?
Trey.
Actually, Timmy went first with the songs. So yeah, it is Trey's turn.
Son of a gun, y'all. God knew it. That's why I was taking my notes. I got my pen right here. Man, I'm a Skynyrd connoisseur, and I love me some Skynyrd. And oh man, it's so hard. It is so hard. I think. So we'll go top. Was it top 3 albums?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start with
In order.
This is hard. In order. Yeah. 3, 2, 1, or you want 1, 2, and 3?
I said we got 3, 2, 1.
3, 2,
3,
1.
2, 1. Son of a gun.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Son of a gun. Son. Ric Flair up in here.
Woo!
Yeah. Woo! You can't say it without doing it. There's some spec on it now.
The only man associated with a sound.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. You got Hulk Hogan. When I hear Hulk Hogan, I automatically, yeah, brother. It's just that little.
brother.
Yeah. I actually got my son. He's got a little Hulk Hogan doll or action figure, and he didn't even know his real name. He just calls him brother. Real shit. Dropped them at the grocery store. Oh no, brother.
Oh no.
Oh god, I'm telling you, dude. This is the best. It's the best stuff ever. So, man. So top 3 albums. Gotta look here.
The list done changed like 3 times in 10 seconds.
Oh god, yeah. I'm looking at all my notes right now. Fellas, there you go. I need to get my phone right. Uh, um,
A bunch of doodles and
it's hot.
scribbles.
It is, dude. It's a lot. I got
It's
like
just
3.
pictures.
I got
There's
I
no
got 3.
words.
Unga
It's
bunga,
all
dude.
pictures.
Yeah. What the hell is it? So I'm gonna go with man. My number 3. And I mean,
The anticipation is killing me.
dude. I'm so
telling you,
sorry.
man.
I'm so sorry, guys. This is hard for me, bud. This is so hard for me.
Trey gonna be
Excuse
crying
me.
by the end of the fucking podcast.
Yeah, dude, it's emotional. I get emotional about Skynyrd, man. It's hard. It's so hard. There's so many good songs. So much good stuff going on. You know, and what's crazy is they only had what
He's
6
just
studio albums.
bullshitting.
I'm going around it. Yeah, I'm looking as I'm
He
talking.
doesn't want to do it.
I can't. Breaks my heart to put them in order. All right, so I'm gonna stop messing with everybody, and I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I'm gonna put. I'm put. I'm gonna put. God, so fuck. I didn't do it. I didn't put them in an order. So I'm gonna go with. God, dude, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with Nothing Fancy for number
Ooh.
3.
All
Nothing
right.
fancy, bro.
We got
That's my
something on the
number 3.
board.
Yeah, nothing fancy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That was like my first actual Skynyrd record, and I played the shit out of that.
That's a good
All
one.
right. Yeah. Now number 2, I'm gonna go with Pronounced for number 2.
Oh, I got
Nice.
you.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. You know, most people would be like, Free Bird, number 1. You know what I mean?
Oh,
But
yeah.
I'm just saying I'm past that, you know. It's more than Freebird, fellas.
Amen, brother.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And Simple Man, and there's a couple more, but anywho.
Oh, there's
So yeah. Number 3, my number 3 album I'm gonna put is Nothing Fancy, or not Nothing Fancy. Is it? Does it? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Nothing Fancy. Pronounced number 2, and my number 1 album. I truly think that the best album that I could really just listen to and jam the hell out to would be Second Helping.
I got
Because
you.
it has such like a good amount of song. I mean, so does Pronounce. That's why it's
beginning
you
to
know what I
end,
mean.
man. All of them to me, at beginning to end, they're just fucking
Yeah.
great.
You just throw down all day.
Yeah, everyone.
That's why, and like for everybody that don't know, it's like Jimbo and Timmy they kept texting me for like 30 minutes now. Like, are you ready, dude? I'm like, dude, I'm taking notes. I don't know what to do, man. Yeah. Joe Durden, I'm new. I don't know what to do. Shit, man. I'm telling you, bro. It's crazy. It's ridiculous, is what it is. I should have already had my homework done, but you know, it's hard. Hard out in the streets for a pimp. You know what I mean? All right, so that's my top 3. All right. So now
right.
I
Well
guess
said.
we're gonna go songs, and if you thought fucking
No,
albums
no,
was
no.
hard,
Let's we'll all do our
All right.
albums, and then we'll all
all
do
right,
our
cool.
songs.
Yeah, cool.
So
Yeah,
while you're
recuperating.
while you're
Trying to
recovering
breathe.
from that panic attack,
Dude, I'm telling you.
Timmy, would you like to do yours?
I can if you want.
Oh, I don't care. I can go. I ain't afraid.
Bullshit. I call it. Yeah.
We'll let Trey decide because he's so good at deciding.
Go ahead, Jimbo. I know Timmy's already got his shit together. I can tell.
All right. All right. I won't take as long as Trey, I promise.
The whole 9 minutes. The whole 9 minutes of trying to figure out 3 albums.
All right. So my number 3 actually changed, I'm not going to lie, 3 times today.
All right. I'm not the only one.
One was about...
Changed while fucking Trey was talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I came in as prepared. It wasn't going to change when I started. But it did change about 30 minutes ago. So, yeah. But my number 3 is Give Me Back My Bullets.
Oh, I got you.
Oh, yeah. See,
Yeah. Man, it's fucking... Man,
that'd probably be my honorable mention right there for number 3. I mean,
Now, the reason I say that is my number 3. It was the first album they did without Ed King.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was just back to Alan Collins and Gary Rosington.
And that was
And-
pre-Steve Gaines.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was the one before Steve Gaines.
Oh
Yep, I was about to say because they did that one, and then Steve Gaines came in, I believe, on their live album, which
Yes.
came out
Yeah.
came out the same year in
Yeah,
1976.
it came out the
One
same
more
year
for
as
the
Give Me
road.
Back to My Bullets.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
one more
for the
road.
road. 1976,
I was
September
gonna
13th.
say, well, look at Trey. He really did some homework this time.
I did, man. I did.
He don't fuck around with
Don't
this.
ask when the other ones come out.
But one thing I really noticed about Give Me Back My Bullets, it sounds strange, but it sounds like a darker album without
Yeah.
Ed King.
Yeah.
Not so much that it like the material is dark. It just sounds like Ed King had like that bright. He played Stratocaster, I do believe.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just got that twang. It's kind of really bright and it sounded really melodic. And it kind of got away from that with that album. 'Cause,
Also,
Yeah.
I mean,
wasn't that the only album they didn't do in the main studio?
I'm
That
not.
I'm not
Now
sure.
that one, I'm not
Yeah.
sure about either.
I'm not sure.
Talking about like
about
the
I think-
Hell
I think-
House
I
or
think
any,
that's-
not the
no,
Hell House, the damn.
I think that's the only studio or the only album they didn't do in Studio One in Florida. I think they did that album somewhere else.
You actually got me there too.
Different-
I
different
don't know that.
producer and everything. It was either that one or Nothing Fancy. It was one of them that got recorded in a completely different fucking state, I believe.
You got me. I didn't
Was
know
it
that
not-
actually.
Didn't they record one in Atlanta?
I think so. That's what I'm talking about. It was done. It was
Maybe-
a different
It's
producer.
a
And
different
everything.
producer. It
Yeah.
might have been Give Me Back My Bullets. I think.
I think
We'll
I
have to
think
look
it
that
was.
one up. Yeah.
But you know something crazy is before they got signed to was it MCA or whatnot? Before they got the record deal, I was just
Yeah.
watching if y'all have seen that Muscle Shoals document, I just watched that. A buddy of mine, Pat, just actually showed me that, and I watched that, and they actually recorded like a demo, a EP album at Muscle Shoals.
Yeah.
And it had a bunch of like the pronounced stuff on there, the songs that weren't on pronounced, I believe that were on other albums or whatnot. And it was for a few years, like Ronnie Van Zant was just like at it with the guys at Muscle Shoals or whatever.
Yeah.
And the reason why was because their manager, when he would show record companies and stuff, their record, like the actual what is it now when they record the big tape, you could play it like backwards or the wrong way and it would be like mono or something or stereo. It wouldn't sound right. It wouldn't be like played right. And literally all you had to do was like flip it over or something like that and it sounded great. So it was like apparently Ronnie Van Zant had beef with them because they recorded this EP and it just sounded like shit for years. And then when he found out like that all it was just flipping it, that he like called the guys up and like apologized and stuff. Ronnie Van Zant did because he was like, it sounds great and we could have been like, signed a long time ago, like 2 to 4 years ago if it would have been just played right by like their manager or whatever. So
Right.
it comes to show you never know, man.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to ramble off on you, Jimbo.
Anyway,
what's your other albums?
Getting back to what I was talking about for Give Me Back My Bullets, like the title track, Double Trouble. I got the same old blues again. It's very or Cry for the Bad Man.
Yeah.
Cry for the Bad Man, dude.
It's not like dark, like I don't know, like Kurt Cobain, grungy dark. Like it's like dark blues. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's definitely
I don't know.
It's definitely heavy.
It sounds like heavier.
I mean, that's what the blues. Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, Give Me Back My Bullets is like in a different tuning.
Yeah, I think I know it's half.
It's like a lower tuning. Yeah, it's a lower tone. Yeah, you know what I mean? So that kind of adds to the mood.
Honestly, that whole album could be, honestly. I don't know.
Well, there's brighter. They had some like acoustic shit on there, like Every Mother's Son.
Yeah.
That's a good one. It's actually one of my favorite. The little solo at the end. I'm not sure if it was Alan or Gary, but that very tasteful solo, if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Moving on. I had originally had that as my number 2.
Yeah.
But listening to this next album, I had to change it.
Yeah.
Number 2 for me is Second Helping.
Yeah. All right now.
Now, Second Helping, I've always said was my favorite Skynyrd album.
I really thought that was going to be your number 1.
I know. You know, it's
I ain't gonna lie, that's my
it's
favorite.
just banger after banger after banger, man. I love it.
Yeah.
Love that album.
Yeah.
I have it on my fucking wall. Like it is. I have the album in one of those album covers.
Oh yeah.
Like frames, and it's on the wall. I've had it on the wall for years.
Hell yeah.
Cool artwork. I mean, Sweet Home Alabama. Don't ask me no questions. Working for MCA. Fucking Needle in the Spoon. Call Me the Breeze. I Need You. Swamp Me. The whole fucking album. Like, dude, that's a great album. That was
Oh yeah. What was it? Curtis Lowe.
Yeah, that lyric in Sweet Home Alabama. Pick me up when I'm feeling blue.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know, growing up, man,
Yeah.
that was the album that really like would make me feel better if I wasn't feeling good, you know?
Yeah.
Very cool album.
I Need You, man.
Yeah.
I love that.
And,
I was just singing it. I was singing it to Shannon, man. That's a
cool
good
thing
one.
I noticed.
That's Lydia's favorite song.
Yeah.
I Need You. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one, man.
Mm-hmm. This crazy thing I noticed actually today was that
Needle in the Spoon.
I cannot remember a time in my life where I did not know who Leonard Skynyrd was.
Yeah.
Like I can't remember not knowing the song Sweet Home Alabama.
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah.
some of the youngest memories, I knew that song. It's almost as if it was ingrained in me from birth.
Heard it in the womb.
I heard it in the womb. I've just been jamming ever since.
Yeah. That's like, what was it? Give Me Back My Bullets has All I Can Do Is Write It in a Song.
Yes, that is.
Yeah.
I love that song too. Yeah, it's a great one. Which contradicts what I said about the dark music because it's not a dark song. But anyway, before I ramble on some more,
it's so
my
dark
number one
for that song.
Anyway, my number 1 is One More from the Road.
Yeah, One More from the Road.
That is my all-time favorite fucking Skynyrd song. It's got all the fucking good. It's got all their good shit on there. It's got some of the covers they did,
Beer.
which I think there's only 2 on there. Yeah, man, it just fucking kicks ass. Like, what else can you say?
And that was the first one with
I believe that was the only live album with Ronnie Van Zant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that one did have Stephen Gaines on it.
I mean,
that one had Stephen Gaines.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Timmy.
There's been other recordings, but that's like the only album that was actually put out as an album.
As an album, yeah. That's what I mean.
That was their first album to ever sell 1 million copies.
Really?
What's that? One More for the Road?
Yeah, that was their first album to ever go platinum.
Almost like Kiss, ain't it?
Fucking
With their live or whatever.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And I remember because something else I remember about thank you, babe. Opening the beer for me. That's what's up. Sorry. No, something I was thinking about or I remember hearing was that Steve Gaines or whatever, he only played with them for like literally like 2 months or something like that before he recorded One More from the Road. Yeah, he literally.
You know how
he literally started playing live with them.
Yeah, that's how they auditioned him. Ronnie was like, "So you really want to play? Let's play tonight."
They say you're good. Yeah, they say you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how they got him.
Awesome.
That's why a lot of people consider him, in my opinion, that's why a lot of people would consider him the greatest. Or I've heard people say he's the best, or the
Skynyrd
best guitar player that's played in Skynyrd, like the most
I have
skillful.
also seen that. Yeah, I have seen that.
I've heard that. Now, whether or not it's my opinion or not, it's I love Alan,
He
but
was
Gary,
great.
I would
Gary's
argue,
the man.
I would argue
Ed
for
King,
Alan.
man. Ed King's
Yeah.
back.
And they're all
And Ed-
badass, man.
Oh
Well,
yeah,
I'll say Ed King was like the best writer out of
that's what I was gonna say.
Players.
He
Right.
wrote like all their like top hit
Yeah.
songs apparently, or something like that.
Him and Ronnie, man. Him and Ronnie were like a fucking.
They had a good songwriting duo going.
Yeah.
Or it wasn't always just them two, but they contributed a lot to the writing.
Yeah.
Now that being said, let me plant this seed in your head because this is what I think about all the time. What if, in an alternate reality, because I was watching the
Marvel shit.
Fucking
The multiverse.
I've watched a few interviews when I watched a huge Skynyrd documentary. By the way, for anybody watching, if you want to watch it, it is on Netflix. We're not paid to say this or anything. It's on Netflix under Amplified channel, and it's like 2 hours 42 minutes, and it'll detail every fucking piece of Leonard Skynyrd you can even imagine. I mean, detailed stuff with band members, old interviews, oh man. And there was a lot of talk about Ronnie bringing like Ed King coming back and them having all 4 guitar players before the plane crash.
Actually,
wow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But with that being said, would I imagine if we could have gotten not even an
4
album
guitar lineup?
No, just a fucking album's worth of material written by Ronnie with Ed King, with Ed and Steve writing.
Oh yeah, because that's right. Steve was he's a good writer too.
He's a good singer too. He sang on Street Survivors.
Yeah.
Yep. He sang
You got that right.
You got that right, son. I love that fucking song.
For the longest time, I didn't know who that was singing. I was like, I knew it wasn't Ronnie, but it sounds good. It's good.
Yeah,
it's a good song.
Oh yeah.
Another reason why they brought Steven in also is because not only did other people say, "Hey, this dude is really good," yada yada. It was also was it one of the backup singers? They had the 3 backup singers. It was it Kathy Gaines? It was her little brother.
Yeah,
Cassie.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't remember messing up names. Sorry. Yeah. So
one of those didn't one of those backup singers? They wound up marrying Gary.
Yeah. It was.
I'm not sure. I was about to say, don't take me on.
I want to say her name was like Gail or something.
Yeah. I think that is her name.
They played. She wound up singing for the Rosington Collins band.
Yeah.
I believe her name was Dale.
Also, we're kind of getting off, but I will say this too, that Ed King did come back with Leonard Skynyrd in like 1987.
Yeah.
Or 88, something like when they got back together.
Yeah.
For like the 10-year anniversary.
No, they actually he started
the plane crash.
After the plane crash and all, it was when they started back. It was like 10 years later, like 87, 88. I think they started back
with the Charlie Daniels and all that.
I don't know. I know when they actually they started touring, I believe, or something like that again.
Yeah, after that, they started touring.
And Ed King actually came back and played guitar with them. And if I'm not mistaken, it was them 3, and then Ed King and Ed King and damn Gary. I think they kept playing or something like that, or they ended up getting another guitar player because that was around the time that I don't know if they stopped that because they started doing Alan. Was it?
Oh no,
Alan Collins.
He had broken his back and he was paralyzed, so he couldn't play on stage.
Yeah, he couldn't play on stage. So I was gonna say I remember them doing maybe they did that first. The Collins was it Rosington?
The Rosington Collins band after
the
Leonard
crash.
Skynyrd.
Yeah. And when Leonard Skynyrd came back, I think that's how it was. It was Ed King and Gary playing, and they had Alan as like an advisor of the band or whatever.
Yeah, he
Because
was like on
he
the
couldn't play.
sidelines. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he died in 1990, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn shame too, man. I always liked him as a guitar player. He's probably one of my favorite guitar players.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Alan's probably one of the main reasons why I play. I mean, other than Dimebag Darrell was like my hero, but Alan was right there, and that was it's probably a good reason why I play the big old goofy guitars. The Explorers and the Stars and stuff. For real, man.
He had some killer guitars, man.
I love fucking Alan Collins, man. His guitars were the coolest.
All right. Anyway, let's get back on subject here. Timmy, your top three, buddy. Let's hear it.
All right. So my top three, number 3 was a toss-up, but I felt like that was the superior album, dare I say, is One More from the Road. I think I heard that album more growing up than I did any of the other Skynyrd albums because Dad fucking loved that live album, man. So that was like,
it was killer.
Yeah, it's a great album.
Amazing album. Amazing album.
Tomorrow my top 3 is gonna change.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll come back next week.
It changed 5 minutes ago.
I was gonna say we'll come back next week. We'll do Skynyrd Part 2. Fucking
yeah.
But, my number 2, for many reasons, not just the great songwriting and stuff, just everything that surrounded the album, the tragedies and shit. My number 2 would have to be Street Survivors because I really think that was like them. The world had accepted Lynyrd Skynyrd. They were one of the biggest bands in the world, and they were firing on all fucking cylinders.
Yeah, they're taking off.
When they wrote that album, man, that album just hits hard, and then it was just over. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
But that fucking album, man. I mean, that smell. I'll just dare I say anymore? Just
that pretty much sums it up.
You know what I mean? Come
on, son. That's my shit.
But
my
number one album by Lynyrd Skynyrd is going to be, has to be pronounced Lynyrd Skynyrd.
I knew you'd say pronounced.
Yeah.
And you know why?
Why, Timmy?
Goddamn Freebird.
Yeah, Jesus. Yeah. I mean, you can't.
It had Down South Jukin' on it, didn't it? It had Gimme 3 Steps. I think it did. I'm pretty sure that was on that one.
Pronounce. Say that again.
I wrote them down. I didn't have that on there.
No, say that again, Timmy.
Down South Jukin'.
Is it not on? Pronounced?
Freebird's the last one.
Oh no, I know Freebird's on there.
I mean, yeah, everybody knows that.
They might have put it on like an extended one or something.
Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, that is a good song though. I do like that song.
I got the CD, and maybe that's what it is. I have to go look at the band.
It might be like a reissue or something.
Turns out,
because there was a couple songs on the reissue of Second Helping that I didn't know wasn't originally on there, and it was like a demo or something.
Right.
Yeah.
There's a song called "Was I Wrong or Right?"
Oh yeah.
Or right or wrong, something like that.
Wrong, yeah.
That's what the whole time Timmy's been listening to the greatest hits.
Yeah, the whole time, yeah.
The whole time Timmy's been listening to the greatest hits. Son of a bitch.
Skynyrd expert card has been revoked. Disregard everything I said before that. I know nothing about this. No. But no, man, pronounce Lynyrd Skynyrd, man. I mean, how do you go wrong with that? It's got all the good stuff, and then apparently I'm adding stuff to it as well.
Yeah, that's right. That's how good it is.
I'm telling you, that's how good it is.
They were all on pronounce, man. All of them.
It's just one big album.
The whole catalog.
But
just kept going.
Yeah, I mean, and for what it is, I'll even go as far as to say, I mean, dude, Simple Man is a fucking amazing song.
Oh yeah.
personally hate it. It's not that I don't think the song's great. It's that as a musician, and I'm pretty sure both of you would agree with me, and half the musicians that fucking hear this, after you play it for the 100 millionth fucking time, it gets old.
That's like Freebird. Oh yeah, that's like Freebird
And then
too.
add in how many friends have we buried in our 30 years being alive, and they all fucking went in a hole to that song. Kind of cast a shadow on the whole I love that song,
Yeah.
point
I
of
mean-
view. Fucking.
Well, speaking of that, for those of you that don't know, it's an inside joke that we always say, "No Simple Man."
That's right. You look
Yeah.
at pictures
Like
of the studio,
in-
you'll see a sign.
Yeah, if you look in the pictures of the studio, you'll see a
Yeah.
sign that says "No Simple Man."
Yeah. Like Wayne's World with
Yeah,
no
we based that
Stairway.
off of Wayne's World,
Yeah, we got
where
we
he's
got
playing
the
"Stairway
no
to
Simple
Heaven"
Man.
in the guitar shop, and he's like, "Whoa!"
That's
And it
right.
says no stairway.
Yeah, that's what we got. Yeah.
So we have our own
Swing.
swing.
Fucking oh man, you talking about pronouncement? It's got everything on it. Fucking Jesus.
I love the
Mississippi Man, Poison Whiskey.
Poison
dude, the
Whiskey,
first-
son.
song on there. I Ain't the One. That's a
Yes.
tremendous fucking song. I love the version on
We talked about that. We
One
talked
More
about
from
that.
the Road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually the only version of Simple Man that I care to hear. Is from One More from the Road.
I got you.
That's the only time I listen to it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's another Ed King one. Simple Man.
Last time I heard Simple Man live, I cried.
Or was that Ed? I'm actually mistaken. That I know Sweet Home Alabama was Ed King.
We were in Raleigh, I think. You have to ask Lydia. She took my shirt from me because after that I rallied. I stopped being sad. And then I got happy
Rally
again.
cow.
I did, yeah. I swear I whipped her like 3 times with that damn thing, swinging it around, bro.
I hear you.
You're talking about that's the last time you seen Skynyrd? I thought last time we seen Skynyrd was when me and you seen Skynyrd together.
Nah, bro. No, I seen them with the Last of the Street Survivors farewell tour. Me and Lydia saw them. It was
Last tour with Gary.
with Gary Rosington. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Oh,
can't think of who the hell they played with. It was them. I swear it was them. Who you have to ask Lydia to be sure, but I'm pretty sure it was them. 38 Special and Cheap Trick.
I think that was.
That's an interesting lineup.
I mean,
I could see them playing with 38 Special.
Well, yeah, I was more so Cheap Trick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
I want to say you're right though.
Dude, Cheap Trick play with anybody.
bro, Cheap Trick kicks ass.
Playing with Vince Sevenfold and shit.
They probably would.
I was about to say I think they have.
I've seen them live 3 or 4 times. Man. Cheap
Yeah,
Trick
Timmy's
puts on a hell of
seen
a
him
show.
Timmy's seen him at Carolina Rebellion. It's like
That's
there's
right,
a
yeah.
big
Yeah.
variety of bands there. I missed that one. That's the one I didn't go to. Like, I swear, almost 5 years in a row.
That wasn't the corn dog year.
Nah,
Third Trick.
No.
that was the year after that.
We'll save the corn dog story for a future podcast. How's that? It's a good story.
Ain't ate a corn dog since, man.
While
For real.
while our viewers are watching us on YouTube, and then when they finish watching this podcast and they like and subscribe to it, and then they go
Yes.
watch the Skynyrd documentary, when they're done with that and they want something to watch, they can YouTube Alice Cooper's fucking School's Out live at Carolina Rebellion, and you can see me, Trey, and Lydia in the front row.
You can see me.
Trey's got his
Wayne's
Party On
World.
Garth shirt.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude.
Oh yeah,
That's it.
that's
Man.
great.
Lady
So
at the lady at the DMV told me I
Okay.
had to get a Garth logo and put it right beside my license plate.
Who wants to go first
On the
with
Vega.
songs? On the
Yeah,
Vega.
I got a custom plate coming in for it that says "Party On."
All right, guys, y'all are gonna have to walk with me. I'm thirsty. I'm going to get a water
All right.
because we've been on this
All
health
right.
kick there, world.
Yeah, we're drinking waters.
Yeah,
No whiskeys or beers, even though it is a Skynyrd episode.
out.
I
Damn
would
shame.
not.
Most of
It's
the
a damn
time
shame
we're
we're not
whiskey
drinking
rock and
beer.
roller. but not tonight.
Most of the time, we've whiskey rock and rollers.
Yeah.
I'm still a whiskey rock and roller.
All right, so I say we don't let Trey go first this time.
No.
So, Timmy, is it me or you?
Well, I
Heads
just
or
finished my
tails?
top. I just finished my top 3.
Oh,
so
yeah,
Yeah,
you
Jimbo,
did
it's you
finish.
again.
I guess it's all me.
It's on you,
I'll
cousin.
go if you want me to. I don't give a
Oh,
shit.
no. Oh, it's all right, brother. I got you.
Called him out.
All right.
Called me out.
Yeah, call me out. I gotta represent now.
Oh, your bluff.
Okay, so this one, dare I say, was even harder than the Van Halen one.
We're not
Oh,
doing
no,
these
there
in
ain't no
order, right?
I'm sorry, there's no dare I say to me.
There is no in order here
Okay,
for me.
yeah,
Like
I was
there's,
gonna say, I couldn't do it.
I can barely handle having these 5 sitting here. I've changed them 3 times since we started.
Well, go ahead and tell me before you start changing them while you're looking at them.
Okay.
Yeah.
As the list stands right now, I'll tell you as I went.
Okay, because if you're like me, you got like 5 honorable mentions too.
I do. I got quite a few. I got more than that.
I got 30, so it's okay.
Oh, we
Every
didn't
song
do
but my top
honorable
5.
mentions. We didn't do honorable mentions
albums?
for the albums. Yeah, let's hit that right quick.
Do you have an
I mean-
honorable mention?
My
Yeah.
honorable mention.
There's the few albums you didn't say.
Let me. Yeah, right.
Because if you think about it, if we're going off of the first, there's only 6 that they did before the plane crash.
I would say my honorable mention would be pronounced.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hell
Let's see.
yeah.
I like Nothing Fancy. Honestly, Street Survivors is probably my least favorite album. I still love it. Don't get me wrong. I was saying it's a bad album. It's
I'm
just
not gonna
out of
lie.
all those, it's my least. It's the one I've listened to the least.
Yeah, me too. I'm not going to lie. I hate to say that.
And
And I'm not the only one now that Jimbo said. I won't going to say it until Jimbo said it, so. I'll say that now. It is.
you're welcome, Trey.
Thank you, man. You took such a big weight off my chest.
You're welcome. Yeah, I'd say pronounced. What about you guys?
Well, Pronounce was my number 2, so I'm not gonna lie. Give Me Back My Bullets would be my fucking. That would be mine. My honorable mention.
My honorable mention, and the reason why I didn't put it on the list is because it was released after the plane crash, and the only reason it was on my list, it's called Leonard Skynyrd. It's not the not Then and Now. It was like, I want to say this was the first compilation album.
It's that EP.
It's just a Confederate flag, and it says Leonard Skynyrd in gold. But it also had like four songs that were never released.
Yeah, I think that's
until after the plane crash.
I think that's that EP I was talking about, the one that was recorded at Muscle Shoals.
It might be.
They came out with that one.
It wasn't called Legend.
I don't think so.
Dude, I got it.
No.
I got it in my album collection. If I remember, I'll pull it out and send y'all a picture of what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It might be because it's a Confederate flag and it's got a picture of them, and it says Leonard Skynyrd.
Did they put Coming Home on it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That I was gonna say that's what I was talking about earlier with the EP I was talking about. They actually after it was like a year or 2 after the plane crash, they actually came out with that EP, how it was.
Yeah.
And then they released another, and it had like 12 songs or something like that, I think. But then they released right after that, they released one, and they called it like the full, or they called it Leonard Skynyrd Muscle Shoals, the full record or something like that, and it's like 17 songs.
Yeah.
Because they did I believe it's 17 songs at Muscle Shoals, and that was like their first actual recording session and stuff like that.
Yeah, that was before Pronounced came out.
Yeah, because those guys, like the Muscle Shoal guys, were like legendary. That band that's at that studio, like the backing band that played for everybody, pretty much.
The Swampers.
Yeah, Swampers. Yep.
Yeah.
That's right. He gave. What was it Sweet Home Alabama? He gave a shout out to them.
Muscle Shoals got the Swampers.
Dude, the Swampers is like the greatest band that we know. Nobody knows it, but they are.
I'll give you a shout out too, man. I got to give a
For real.
shout out to my
They played
boy
like
that
everybody.
is not with us, Billy Todd, because he fucking not only did he hang out with some of the Skynyrd boys back in the 70s, but he actually hung out with the Swampers and all them. He was down in that area for a long time, man. Fucking hanging out with Ricky Medlock and all them, Blackfoot before they were ever famous and shit, bro. Fucking, you know what I mean?
Did y'all know that back in like, I want to say it's like 72 or something like that, before Pronounced, and if I'm not mistaken, Ricky Medlock, he might have actually played drums on the Muscle Shoals recording, but Ricky Medlock actually played drums for Skynyrd before he played guitar for Skynyrd.
I believe it.
And he grew up with them boys. They were all from like the same area.
I believe they wanted him to be the drummer after Bob Burns went crazy on tour, and he said he didn't want to play. He said he didn't want to play drums. He wanted to play guitar.
Yeah, so that's when he started. He said, I saw a documentary where he talks about that's when he started doing his own thing, playing guitar and
playing
started
like
Blackfoot.
Yeah,
you know,
but he did play for like a couple of years or something like that. He played for Skynyrd as a drummer.
No, the song "The Ballad of Curtis Lowe."
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's about his grandpa or something.
They actually wrote that song about his grandfather.
Yeah.
He said it's like. He said it was about like his grandfather and a little bit about a blues player
and about another guy. Yeah, down the road. Yeah.
Fun fact about Leonard Skynyrd and drummers: a lot of people don't know that Artemis Powell actually was Charlie Daniels' drummer.
I didn't know that either.
I didn't know that either.
Before, they said when Bob left, he said that there was a phone call between Charlie and Ronnie, and Charlie said, "Well, I'm coming off the road," and he goes, "I got a crazy son bitch that can run with you. We'll send him your way." And then they met Artemis Powell, and the rest was history. And they he said that they didn't even know him. Oh my God, I think because I was watching Artemis talk about it. He said he'd only messed around with him for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and they went in there and recorded Nothing Fancy. First song they ever did was
that was his first album with them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
And for all our homegrown fans, Artemis Pyle is also from North Carolina.
I didn't know that either.
So is Charlie Daniels, for that matter.
That I did not know.
Yeah.
All right.
I knew that. I did not know that Artemis Powell was from North Carolina.
If I'm not mistaken, Charlie Daniels is from.
He was in the Marine Corps too.
Wilmington,
I didn't know that.
Around Wilmington.
That's what I was gonna say. I knew
he's
Charlie
from Wilmington.
Charlie Daniels is. That's what I was gonna say. I believe he's from Wilmington, North Carolina.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Did you know that? Look, here we are going off topic.
Oh yeah,
Once
we'll
again,
save this for after we're done with the songs. Timmy, what was your honorable mention?
Damn it! Okay.
That was it. That
that album. That's right. Yeah. And you're gonna send us a picture of it.
Yes.
Okay. Right. All right. Now we get back on track.
Unga Bunga.
Top 5 songs.
Come on, Jimbo, give it to me.
Yeah, that's what we were supposed to do. You're supposed to give us your top 5.
All right. First one. I'm gonna go with That Smell.
Gotcha. Hell yeah.
Motherfucker, bud.
That's just the fucking jam. I believe it's about Ronnie wrote it about Gary and Alan getting shit faced and ramming their car into a fucking tree.
That was Gary Rosenthal.
Gary, okay.
Yep. And they said the tree is still there.
Just remember the tree.
They said you can actually go there and see where he actually. It was like a huge tree too.
Yeah, the tree will always win.
You can Google pictures of it. It'll pop right up.
All right, the next one I got is "Call Me the Breeze."
Oh, did you know? I believe that's a cover.
It is a cover. It's a J.J. Cale song.
Same guy that wrote Cocaine.
I almost put that at my number 5.
Did he write Cocaine?
Yeah.
He did?
Yeah.
Because I know Eric Clapton also did a version of "Call Me the Breeze."
Uh-huh.
I like Skynyrd's version more. That's
yeah.
one of the most jamming fucking songs I think they ever did.
That's Shannon's
I
favorite.
It like the guitars, the piano solo, Billy Powell just fucking kills it.
Hell yeah.
I love this. Leon Wilkeson just it sounds like such a simple bass line, but it just keeps it going. I read someone put Skynyrd this way. Skynyrd was a band whose sum of all the parts was better than any individual part.
Yeah.
All of them together made such great music that even though if one person was better than the other, it didn't take away from how great the group was.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
But who's to say anybody's better than anybody?
That too. I thought it was put eloquently.
Oh, yeah.
Eloquently, excuse me.
Eloquently.
Eloquently.
Yeah, eloquently.
Eloquently.
Well,
What's your other song?
We're from Newport. But it's how you
What's
say
your
it.
other song?
We're from Newport. I'm sorry. I'll stop. Okay. Next, I have Double Trouble.
Oh, yeah.
Dude.
Trouble. It's a fucking killer song.
I'm laughing because I'm looking at my list that's back on my Van Halen page, and I'm just laughing.
I got all my Van Halen shit above all this. I've been looking at it the whole time.
I literally got my Leonard Skinner shit above my Van Halen shit because we talked about this months ago.
Yeah. Okay. That's 3. Next, I have Poison Whiskey.
Poison Whiskey, man.
From Pronounce. That is actually my favorite song on that album.
Oh,
really?
Gotcha.
Yeah, it really is actually. Man, it's
Poison Whiskey.
I love it. Has that storytelling element in the music.
Yeah. He talks about his dad.
Yeah, he's just drunk. He was just a drunk. Doctor said, doctor just shook his head. The only thing that was wrong with him was Johnny Walker's Red.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great
truck
story.
driver who was never home or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
Yeah, good song.
I love it.
It's funny. Speaking of truck driver, my 5th song would be Traveling Man.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't realize it, but Traveling Man was never actually recorded in the studio until 1997 when his brother did it.
Yeah.
And they actually used some of Ronnie's recordings to put in the song. And it's like a duet.
Yeah.
In the studio version. But they did do it on the live album, One More From the Road. So I always thought it was on an album or on a studio album, but it never was.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I found that pretty interesting.
Yeah, that's badass, man.
Yeah. But anyway, that is my 5 songs.
I'll tell you, when we seen the last of the Street Survivors tour, when they did fucking, not trying to go off on tangent, but what you're talking about, that's what when they did Freebird, Johnny sang, the first, if I leave here tomorrow, would you still remember me? You know what I mean? And then he did the Freebird part, and then the piano player, went into this beautiful little piano thing, and then Gary started playing. Well, all of a sudden, there was just a hat on a microphone stand with the original flag that he had tied there, and it was Ronnie come on the screen singing from One More From the Road.
Nice.
Singing, and he sang the last part and the Freebirds and shit, and then they went into the big solo and stuff. It was fucking awesome, man.
Yeah, cool.
I was about to say, I remember Timmy crying when we watched Skynyrd.
Shut up, Trey.
With double bass. It started raining, man, and it was like, double bass Leonard Skynyrd. It was fucking awesome. Everything sounded way heavier.
Yeah,
man.
But it was one of them moments where it was just like, man.
It was perfect.
Yeah.
Right there.
Well, which one of y'all want to go next?
Go ahead, Timmy.
All right, I'll go.
Let's hear it, Timmy.
So, in no particular order,
Uh-huh.
That Smell. Because
Yeah, buddy.
That's everybody's top one. I mean, as a musician, I'm just gonna let y'all know that's
Bro,
my one.
if you tell me that you're a diehard Skynyrd fan and you don't like That Smell, then you're not a diehard Skynyrd fan.
That's right.
I mean, just,
If it's not in your top two or five, whatever.
One of my personal favorites. I mean, this would probably be in the top 3 out of these 5 songs. Is and always will be "Working for MCA."
Yeah,
That song just kicks so much ass. Just
that's a good pumper too, man.
Another one, and that goes without saying. This song also kicks so much ass, and it was on Trey's favorite album. I believe this was on Nothing Fancy, and that would be "On the Hunt."
Yeah,
yes,
dude. That I ain't gonna lie. When I was younger, or like I was talking about, that was my first like album I had of them. That was my favorite song when I was younger.
On the Hunt.
On the Hunt.
Fucking shit.
When I really started diving into Skynyrd, that was my favorite song, dude, for a long time. That fucking riff was
Give Me
great.
Back My Bullets would be the 4th one.
Yeah, that one was almost on my list.
It's fucking heavy. It's just got that. I don't know.
Very raw. I always loved how they counted it off with the guitar too, instead of the drums.
Yeah.
Well, there's always been something about that opening line. Life is so strange when it's changing. Yes, indeed. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's every day, man.
Yep.
That's constant. That's you know what I mean?
And drink enough whiskey to float a battleship around.
I'm telling you.
That's just a cool lyric.
Yeah.
And number 5, without a doubt, has got to be Sweet Home Alabama.
Yeah.
Like I got me.
Dude, just fucking, you already know. If I said 1, 2, 3, 4, that'd be the first thing that's gonna pop in your head.
You gotta say like you gotta count it off.
Bro, I told you I can't remember a time in my life when I didn't know that song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Honestly, yeah.
I always just, I don't know, man.
Can't remember a time in my life I didn't know the whole Pronounce album.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or I mean, shit,
Again,
nothing fancy, or not nothing fancy.
Ed King kicks so much ass, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's what I was gonna say about when we were talking about North Carolina and stuff. That's where Ed King was playing in a band in North Carolina, and Ronnie Van Zant drove up, picked him up.
You know, he was actually he was in Greenville.
Yeah.
Greenville. I thought it was Greensboro, but yeah.
He was playing in a bar in Greenville when he got the call.
Yeah,
from Ronnie that he wanted to be the guitar player.
At the bar, yeah, it was at the bar.
Yeah.
Have y'all ever listened to his original band, Strawberry Alarm Clock, from the 60s?
Incense and Peppermints?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. See, I like before that was like common. Dad was the one that actually told me because he has that the Strawberry. I don't know if it was a 45 or if it was a whole album, but he has that. Dad's got that somewhere. He probably stole it from your mom, Jimbo.
Wow.
Knowing him.
Your mom.
I was listening to his Montrose album a while back, and it said Deborah Lee on the back, and I was like, "Oh, I wonder where that come from."
Yeah, I wonder where that come from. That some bitch.
Mm-hmm.
For y'all that don't know, me and Jimbo are cousins. You know, in case nobody's picked up on that.
Yeah.
I'm married in.
And Trey married in.
Trey's family by injection.
It's a by injection. It's a family business.
Family band.
That's right.
Yeah.
Anyway, Trey.
Newport River Band.
Newport River. Carolina Rhythm Boys.
That's right.
That's what it was. That's what it was. That kick drum. Carolina Rhythm Boys.
Well, Trey, let's hear your 5, buddy.
They change every 10 seconds. So I'm going to flip over and just go right off of my old 5 and just call it like it is. I had it written down.
He's going to hear crossing them off, writing new ones in.
I actually did, matter of fact. I crossed off Call Me the Breeze. But
Why? Because I
I
said it.
no, I did that a while back. That's why I was laughing because your list and my list are right there. My top five. I'm gonna start with number five. I'm gonna number them, whatever. But number five is
Oh man.
double trouble, dog.
Oh
Yeah.
I fucking love Double Trouble, son.
that was my honorable mention.
Yeah, that song just kicks ass. And let's see, working for MCA. You know what I mean? Yeah, working for
That was
MCA.
working for MCA was one of my honorable mentions.
Yeah, give me back my bullets.
Hell yeah.
Saturday Night Special.
Yep.
And of course that smell.
Yep. I think we can definitively say that smell is probably our favorite Skynyrd song.
And that's what's funny is both of y'all both said it. Like first song is that smell. And it's like, oh, that's like even at work, my work buddies, when I'm messing around with the guitar, that's go ahead, play it. I already know. Hit that lick for me one time. Right there.
If we had to choose, I'd say that
smell.
Out of our three lists, it looks like all three of us chose that smell. Working for MCA was on two of them. Double Trouble was on two of them. And Getting Back My Bullets was on two of them.
Yeah.
Give Me Back My Bullets barely missed my list. Yeah. It was on there. It was on there this morning.
Yeah, I actually that's why I was laughing. You said "Call Me the Breeze." That's Shannon's favorite, but I had that on my top five as well. That's definitely an honorable mention.
So I mean, you got like fighting between Double Trouble and Give Me Back My Bullets.
I mean, but Whiskey Rock and Roller.
I had that on here too.
Yeah, On the Hunt.
I had On the Hunt. I Ain't the One. I had on here.
Yeah, I Ain't the One.
I got the Same Old Blues. It was in between Double Trouble and Got the Same Old Blues because they're right. One of them's right after the other on the album.
Yeah.
Just listening to this stuff, I was like, all I can do is write it in a song. That song's great.
That's personally one of my favorites too.
Yeah. Me and you talked about that, and it's just like "Cry for the Bad Man." That's on "Give Me Back My Bullets."
Bad Man. Yep.
Along with "Double Trouble," dude.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, all those songs we just talked about are on "Give Me Back My Bullets."
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Oh yeah.
They're just
like I said, I like the Every Mother's Son too. That's a good one. Searching, dude, basically the whole "Give Me Back My Bullets" album.
I love Searching. Searching's great,
dude. I know a little. It's got like a swing.
I know a little. That's a good one.
I know a little about love.
If you look at my notes I got right here, I got Searching on there, bro.
Yeah.
Nice.
That was fighting for my top five. It was Down South Jukin', Needle in the Spoon, and Searching.
I figured Needle in the Spoon was gonna be on your top, Timmy, because I remember honestly when I was young, when I first got in the band, we would jam that and like I was a Skynyrd fan, but I wasn't like deep dive. You know, I'd only been playing guitar for a couple of years and I wasn't like deep dive into it yet. And then when I heard it, I was like, that's it. That's that fucking song, man.
Mm-hmm.
That riff is it's so great, man. Bam, 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 bam. You know what I mean? It's so catchy. It's so catchy.
30 days, Lord, and 30 nights.
Yeah.
Coming home on an airplane flight.
See, I can go ahead and write a whole nother 5 with 5 different songs. Well, 4, because that smell is gonna be. That's my number 1, man. I mean, you got so many classics too. Like what's your name?
Oh yeah.
And then you got Tuesday's Gone, Simple Man, Free Bird.
Oh yeah.
Give me 3 Steps. And I say those because those are the ones you hear on the radio a lot.
Oh, like swamp music. You basically hear all of Second Helping on the radio.
Yeah.
Hey Trey, I don't know if I ever told you this. I know I told Jimbo because I called him, and I was in 2000. Was it 2019, Jimbo? I think it was. Yeah, it was like fucking. I was in Greenville, South Carolina, and I was like, I said, Jimbo, man, you'll never believe this, but where I'm at right now, I said I'm about 200 yards from where Skynyrd took off, and this was the anniversary of the day, like when they took off. I said I'm like 200 yards from where they took off. Last plane flight they ever took, bro. Like on the anniversary of that shit.
What's that? October.
It was like
20th?
October 20th, yeah.
Hmm.
And it was just like because they had a fucking somebody had a sign up there in South Carolina that said it because they were leaving from the airport right there.
I didn't know they left from South Carolina.
Yeah.
From
I didn't know
Greenville.
that.
Look,
I knew they crashed in Mississippi.
Yeah, they were
Yep,
on their way to
they
Baton
crashed.
Rouge.
They crashed about an hour and a half away from Moselle.
So
Because I worked on a job there. I drove there. That's when I went to the Skynyrd Memorial.
yeah. So from what I understand, between some of the interviews I've watched and stuff was if they'd have done a couple of things differently, that probably wouldn't have happened. Like the mechanics were supposed to meet them in Greenville, but it was easier for them to go to Baton Rouge, which is where they were supposed to be going. So they told them to fly there and they would fix the plane there. Glaring signs that plane was going to fucking crash before it actually crashed.
Yeah, I thought they had engine troubles before, and everybody actually rode in limos and stuff from the show before that to the Greenville show.
Paul Stanley actually talks about that very company with those planes in his Face to Music book.
Timmy, you still there?
Oh no, he bleeped out.
Oh no, we lost Timmy.
Said Paul Stanley it was over.
Well, maybe not.
Maybe he'll come back.
Well, we'll get him back.
Yeah. Damn it, man, Jimbo, what's going on with the boy?
I don't know, man. He's done froze.
he done bleeped out. Oh,
he's gone. All right, he'll be back.
I had to take my hat off. Damn it, man. Yeah, I do know that Aerosmith was supposed to get that plane. I believe it was Aerosmith.
Yeah.
Their manager.
It was Aerosmith.
Like, nah, we're not taking this shithole. This pile right here.
Here we go.
Is he back?
I'm back.
There he is.
Technical difficulties.
We lost him. You're stuck in mode.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, they were saying that. Anyway, like Paul Stanley was talking about how they had trouble, not only them but a few bands with that company and them not servicing their planes and shit. Lastly, and this come from Artemis, he was saying that if they hadn't, when the trees started hitting the plane bottom, that they believe they could have made it into the field if they hadn't dropped the landing gear.
Oh yeah, like the wheels and stuff.
Oh shit! Did we lose Timmy again?
No, I'm still here.
No.
Yeah.
You went black.
I had having issues there, but yeah, they if they hadn't dropped the landing gear, they said they probably would have made it in that field they were going to. I mean, nobody knows. You can't go back and change anything. You know what I mean? Fucking wild, bro.
What can you do, man?
Is there anything else y'all would like to say about Skynyrd other than they kick so much ass?
I did have one little tidbit I thought was pretty cool. Ronnie said when he would write his lyrics, he got them when he was singing in his mom's shower. And it's where he would get all his ideas. And I found it interesting because I'm a big Stephen King fan, and he has also said that he gets his best ideas in the shower.
That's funny because that's honestly like the best place I get my musical idea. I did not know that about those guys. That's very weird.
You know where I get most of my musical ideas from?
Yeah.
When I'm in the middle of something and I don't have a fucking pen to write anything with.
That's
That too.
Yeah, I usually try to record on my phone, but I understand that.
I had to come outside for a moment.
But that's a real thing. I didn't know that with those guys. That's how it is with me. I'll be in the shower, and as soon as I get out, like if I have a really good idea, I try to immediately record it on my phone or something.
Y'all ever just find yourself like fucking singing to your camera just to make sure you don't lose something?
Yeah.
I did that shit this morning, like 4 o'clock. I got up, take a fucking piss, let the dog out, and I had this damn thing coming. I turned my phone on and started singing to the fucking camera. Then went in there and went back to sleep.
Yeah. No, I mean that's what I mean by I try to record it on my phone I'll immediately start writing it down.
Poor fucking dogs having to hear me at 4 o'clock in the morning. All they want to do is go piss. I'm out there trying to fucking out there serenading them.
They're fucking neighbors.
Yeah, them too. Poor fucking neighbors. Whew.
Well, I gotta get up in the morning and pull the old bowling for soup. Come back to Texas.
Oh yeah. Hey man, at least you're not going to Texas in the middle of the fucking summer when it's 10,000 degrees.
I thought about taking the Vega. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
I did. Shannon's like, please don't. I'm gonna take the Vega.
You only live once, Trey.
Dude, you only live once. I'm stopping in Georgia. I'm gonna drive about 7.5 hours tomorrow, and then I think it's like 12.5 or so hours after that.
We don't make it.
Yeah, you'd be all right. Anyway, fellas.
When in doubt, blow her out.
There you go. Anyway, Timmy had an idea for next week's episode.
Oh man, what is this?
Timmy would like to do Green Day.
Dude, that's weird. I was just thinking about that when I was doing my top 5.
Their new album come out today.
When we were talking about
a new album.
I didn't know that. When we were talking about honorable mentions, I was literally gonna say we did Van Halen, we did Skynyrd, let's do something newer. Let's do Green Day, and that's funny. I didn't know Timmy had already mentioned that to you.
Yep.
See,
I called Jimbo just to tell him that the new album came out.
That's what's up.
He did.
Dude, Timmy, I didn't think that would be great too. You know,
We talked about Green Day albums for a little while before we talk about Skynyrd.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, I'm gonna get off of here.
Yep.
Everyone do their homework
I'm gonna
and be
start now.
prepared for next week.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Anything y'all want to say before we leave?
I love everybody.
You can find our links to any of our social media accounts on all of our social media accounts. So YouTube, Facebook, Spotify is out there, Pandora, Apple Music. Give us a like and a follow, man. We're starving artists.
That's right. I was about to say the same. Came in full shape, son.
Like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what we're doing right. Let us know what we're doing wrong.
That's right.
Get ready for the acoustic album. We're getting ready to drop a new single here in the next month.
Yeah, we'll get a little plug in there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hope everyone has a good evening, good night, good day, whenever you see this. But we'll see y'all later.
Give us some feedback.
Give us feedback. All right.
Ciao.